What's up, everybody? It's JMac14 here. Welcome to a different type of video here on the channel. Everybody's basically seen the unboxing and setup for my capture card, which is the EVGA XR1 Pro, and it's gotten a lot of views and comments on it and stuff. I appreciate you guys checking it out. But we've had a recent suggestion from one of our from one of the people in the community, basically. KDNCS here has been chatting back and forth with me about, stuff with the capture card and hooking it up and everything. So here's the comment. What they wanted me to do, one word, it shows me how to set it up in Streamlabs completely. So I was like, sure, I can do that. It's basically the same as the regular OBS, but if you just want me to do it that way, I can do that. So just to kind of lay everything out before we get started with the setup part. This is the latest edition of Streamlabs desktop for Mac. This is for Mac and using the PS5, which basically that's what KD is actually using. So it's kind of, they're using a MacBook Pro, which I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work as well, but hey, you work with what you got to work with. Okay, so of course it's the latest edition of Streamlabs desktop because it always is updating itself. Is one reason why I don't use it as much, because unlike regular OBS where it asks you if you want to update and you can choose not to, this just automatically updates it, which can have some problems. Like you'll see that I don't have any sources in here. Of course, it's for the tutorial part of the video. But yeah, it's also because one of the updates completely wiped everything out and I had to start from scratch again. So when I found out that was the update for OBS, I just skipped it. I really haven't updated OBS since then. I'm kind of scared to do it. But hey, that's another thing. All right, so this is the latest edition of this. As far as the operating system, I'm running Ventura. This is my iMac here, and yeah, we're gonna go into some other stuff as far as like on the PS5 and how the hardware is captured, and then I'll see you back here where we set everything up. Right? So we'll see you then. Alright, before we do anything, just make sure you go inside of your PlayStation, go to Settings, go down to System, go to HDMI, and make sure that you turn off Enable HDCP so that way you're able to record without any issues. Alright? Alright, now I'm going to show you how all the hardware is connected. So, just show you what I've got. This is my 27-inch 2019 iMac. It's the last Mac that actually had the Intel processor in it. So it's my main computer and one of my main monitors. That's PS5 back there. Secondary monitor right there. The capture card's right there. Of course, microphone and stuff is all down here. So basically I have HDMI back there hooked into the end and the capture card. Another HDMI that then goes into this monitor here, and then this cable, which is the power and stuff that goes out and hooks into the Mac. Okay, because this is the Pro model, this has two USB 3s that has to be plugged in, whereas the light one only had one. So because this is doing 4K now, so it needs two of those. So this cable comes out and plugs in, and that's how everything is hooked up. All right, you'll notice that this is red. This is red right now because I'm on a different thing in OBS, and I'm not actually on the console scene I have, and the console's not turned on, so this is red. Sometimes, though, if the console is turned on and this turns red, the easiest way to do it is to unplug this cable and plug it back, and then it resets itself and it starts working again. So that's how all the hardware is hooked up there, right? All right, now that you have the one setting on the PlayStation turned off, and you've got everything hooked up the way I have it hooked up in here, you come in here into Streamlabs basically, and what you're going to do is going to have your scene right here. You have to have a scene set up, and then you're going to go into your sources. Okay, and we're going to do video capture device. There it is, video capture device. Add the source, name it whatever you want to. For the purpose of it, I'm just going to call it the XR1 Pro. There we go. We're going to add the source. All right, and then we have to select the device. It sees the Pro right there, so we're going to click on that.
change the presets however you want to. You can see I can go way up here, but I'm just going to do 1080 here and then hit done. Now, you'll see there's nothing on here right now because I don't have the PlayStation turned on. So I'm going to turn the PlayStation on. If you hear the beep in the background, that's me turning it on. There it goes. All right, just go in here. Now you can hear it because I'm recording this in OBS and it's already set up like that on here. But one of the things that you're probably going to need to do is you're probably going to see the video but not hear the sound. So what you're going to want to do is go over here to settings. Go into the audio. I have to do it in the auxiliary one. Don't do it in, I'll do it in the auxiliary one, not the audio ones here. So, and click on this. Now, if I do this, it might double the sound, so I'm not going to do it. But you want to click on this, and then once you have this chosen here, you can see it right there. Now, if you record, you're probably going to have the sound, but you can't hear it yourself. Like we can hear it right now, like I can hear it through my headphones. Basically, what you have to do is go into the settings for this, go into the properties, and basically you have to go into the audio monitoring and turn it on, but mute the output. And then you should be able to hear it. Okay? So, but I'm not gonna, once again, I'm not going to do it because it could be doubling on the recording that I'm doing here right now. All right? So, you may also be wondering, like, what's this right here? Yes, you see the I show you stuff. That's for Mac. That's a way we can have the desktop audio stuff heard. So when I'm playing games that aren't part of the console, it can pick it up. When I play music on the desktop for streams and stuff, it can pick up the stuff in my Apple Music thing. That's a different type of tutorial. That's something, if you want to look that up, if you're somebody using Mac, go look up how to add in a how to go into your MIDI basically that you have on Mac and set up a source in there. That's basically have to have that stuff kind of working there. So, but yeah, that's basically the simplicity of you doing it, because the XR1s, the Lite one and the Pro one, are certified for OBS. They just show up in here and you can do it like this. Now, I've had questions where there's things like, what happens if the audio is not working properly and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know, okay? These capture cards are great, but the problem is that when you buy them, the booklet that it comes with is just a quick start guide. It doesn't go into detail when it comes to troubleshooting and stuff. So that's why there's people like me and other people making videos and out there in the community when people ask questions, trying to help people when it comes to setting all this stuff up, because you'll go through the thing is like, yeah, there's this, like there, for example, here in the Pro, it says there's a USB 3.0 and a USB 2.0 mode, and it tells you like, oh, when it's this color it's this, when it's this color it's that, but it doesn't tell you exactly what the USB 2.0 is or how you can switch over to it. Like, does it only happen if you hook it up to USB 2 ports? You know, so there's some stuff in there confusing about the quick start guide stuff. I did mention in the other, when you were looking at the hardware stuff, that if it does turn red, like for example, if I were to turn the PlayStation on and I didn't get anything from it and I saw the capture card and it was red, I'll plug the power, I'll plug it back. I have to do that a couple of times. Sometimes it will do that if you have Streamlabs or OBS up, but you don't have the console turned on. But as soon as you turn on the console, it will see it, and then it comes up and it lights up and it does what it's supposed to do typically. So it's a very short video, but that's basically how simple it is to set it up here. It's the same way setting up in OBS as it is over here in Streamlabs, because basically Streamlabs just takes the OBS stuff and plops it over here. Okay, so, and then from here you can add in other sources for, like, you know, video clips or images or anything else in that. If you want me to, I can actually show you a little quick tutorial later on about how I figured out how you can do like very short, easy to do motion graphics over in OBS now. So I don't have to actually make the motion graphics myself and then put it in there. I can actually just take the image, put it in there, and have it do like a simple motion graphic for me, which is a lot easier now. When I want something, I can just make the image real quick and then put it in there and have it work. So, but that's it for this video. KD, I hope it helped you, and I hope it helped anybody else running into this issue. Good luck with everybody setting all this up, and yeah, hopefully this all works for you. If it doesn't, I am sorry. This is basically what I did on my system, and this is how it worked. If it's not working for you, try reaching out for doing more Google searches. I'll see if I can look stuff up or anything, and we can just kind of help each other from there. All right. So, everybody, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, as always, keep gaming.